Welcome back to our channel, guys. So in today's video, first of all, let me say this: palm color people never cease to amaze me. Okay, so here's a catch. A brother, we all know what that means. When I call somebody a brother or a sister, right, was minding his own business when suddenly across him, this nosy palm color man heard a brother talking to his son on the phone. Then this palm color man went like, your language is pretty steep. Excuse me? Do I know you? I mean, a brother, being a gentleman that he was, responded to say, I don't know what I said, okay? But respectively, please mind your own damn business. Meanwhile, while the brother was trying to, just trying to respond to this man for being rude, of course, this palm-colored man doubled down and went like, do you want to step out? Like trying to handle this like man to man. I mean, who makes such requests with a man in boxing gloves? You guys watch these clips, okay? Because people responded to this video. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section down below. And I'll see you at the end of this video because I've got my own things to say. Okay, watch these clips.
I never hear this from white to white.
Language is pretty steep.
Respectfully?
Yes.
Respectfully? I don't know what I said, but mind your business. Respectfully. Because I'm going to get to my son. So if you got some more children, understand dealing with my son.
I'm minding my business.
No, you're not, because you spoke to me. So mind your business. I ain't speak to you. Mind your business.
You want to step outside?
We can go right now. Where you want to go? Talk about it. You asked. Remember you asked, though. Let's go. Remember you asked. I didn't say that. He asked, right? Okay. He asked me.
We're good.
And he told me to calm down, but you asked me, right?
Do you know how audacious you have to be to say, let's step outside to a man wearing boxing gloves around his neck? Leisurely? White people never check our own. I don't know if you noticed this pattern. It's literally just people of color. We're literally just checking people of color. I never see this level of accountability from white to white. Why is that? Also, I got a big problem with your wife who immediately tried to simmer down the black dude instead of her husband who, I don't know, verbally accosted this man who was not interacting with him. Check your husband. The call is coming from inside the house. The speed at which you opened your phone back up to, I don't know, stare at the weather app when he decided, okay, let's do it. Why? Why do we feel our need to like step in for any time a person of color does something we're not doing in that moment? It's just such a strange thing because I never see us do this to our own community. I never see us check our own community. It's consistently us doing it to others. And then when the call is answered, oh, what happened? You might have been flying Delta, but you almost ended up a Spirit. White people, just mind your business. Costs nothing.
Mind your business. I ain't speak to you. Mind your business.
You want to step outside?
We can go right now. Where you want to go? Talk about it.
Alabaster accomplices. Oh yeah. My absolute favorite part is that man saying, you want to step outside? And the dude with boxing gloves around his neck is immediately like, absolutely, let's go. And suddenly, Mr. I can start it, but I can't finish it, goes back to his phone like he wasn't just running his mouth. I told you, they only go after women and children. They don't actually bump against other men, especially men that they know can fight or men that they know might be packing. Suddenly, they go back to playing Candy Crush. But my accomplices, I called y'all because like this creator said, we need to see more male people being held accountable because for some reason, certain people only want to interrupt certain other people. They never want to check their own. I don't know the full backstory of that situation, but I do know that the man in the red shirt was minding his business, talking to his family, and old dude in the camo shorts decided to interject himself into someone else's business because he felt entitled to do so. You know, that automatic belief that they have the authority to step in or interject or question people if they look like they're on this side of the line. Camo Pants' wife is telling the dude in the red shirt with the boxing gloves that he needs to shh, 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 shh. He needs to take the high road. He needs to settle down. He needs to just let her husband come at him. He needs to just take that, because if she has to take it, you better believe some strange black man in the airport better have to deal with it too if she has to. That's why those wives are a problem, just like that lady in Florida. They want to see someone else get picked on because at home their husband is picking on them. They want to see it projected onto someone else. So they instigate shit and go, ha ha ha, someone else has to deal with him now. This woman is not calming her husband down and telling him to shut up and mind his business. She is telling the stranger to let her husband abuse him. And then when Mr. Red Shirt Boxing Gloves stands up and says, absolutely, I'm ready to take your invitation to step outside. And Camo Pants returns to his phone like he didn't just start it. And other people again address the man in the red shirt telling him to calm down. I'm sorry. No. Camo Pants said, let's go outside. I accepted the invitation. Don't you tell me to sit down and calm down. The fucking Cassidy. Alabaster accomplices. What do we do when we see that happening?
You asked. Remember you asked, though. Let's go.
Yo, man, if you don't leave fucking people alone, everybody ain't bullshitting like you, bro. Everybody ain't bullshitting like you. My man meant motherfucking business. Now, at times it happens. It happens when you come across a real fighter or, a trained fighter. Sometimes they just look like regular people. But this dude had fucking boxing gloves around his fucking neck. Yeah, so unless that man put me in a position where, I have to defend myself or my loved ones, I'm gonna leave that motherfucker alone. Stop fucking playing with people.
I never hear this from white to white.
Respectfully?
I think it was the tone policing for me. I think it was him throwing himself into this man's conversation and then extending an invitation. And when the guy accepted the invitation, you uninvited me. And then your wife is, and both y'all are trying to tone police. Like, you didn't just start the shit. Do you know how many times that happens on a regular fucking basis? I used to work with this woman, and she would say shit. And then when I responded in kind, I was being aggressive, as if that isn't a microaggression by itself. Like, you throw the rocks and then you hide your hands. And then when I come up to where you started out, then you want to tone police me. I don't understand why. I just don't understand. We be minding our business in our own head, listening to Glorilla, minding our business, and motherfuckers want to fuck with you. And then when you answer that call, when you get that invite, and I RSVP, then you want to turn around and be like, I was playing. Because what he didn't think was that man was gonna stand up, take shit out, and be like, well, let's go outside then. He thought he was gonna punk him like he's probably done other people, and they've been like, I'm not going outside with you. And the minute that man did that, then instantaneously he became the problem. Not the motherfuckers that started the shit, but how he responded became the problem. Thank you for checking your people. But you could probably quit your day job and just do that full time. Because it's enough of these motherfuckers running around here doing that dumb shit that one of these days they are going to fuck around and find out at the same time.
So I have a question, and this question is for bad-built, mediocre, out-of-shape white men and the women who love them. Are you all okay? Seriously, are you all okay?
Small children. The language is pretty steep.
Respectfully?
Yes.
Respectfully? I don't know what I said, but mind your business. Respectfully. And I'm going to get to my son. So if you got some more children, understand that with my son.
I'm minding my business.
No, you're not, because you spoke to me. So mind your business. I ain't speak to you. Mind your business.
You want to step outside?
We can go right now. Where you want to go? Talk about it. You asked. Remember you asked, though. Let's go. Remember you asked. I didn't say that. He asked, right? Okay. He asked me.
We're good.
And he told me to calm down, but you asked me, right?
So this bad-built, mediocre, out-of-shape white man, who we're going to call Bob, decided not only to interject himself into this black man's business. But then he gonna ask him to step outside. Bob asked the black man with boxing gloves around his neck at an airport to step outside. But you also notice that Bob made no effort to get up out that seat he was sitting in. And then the condescending way in which this white woman sitting next to Bob, we're going to call her Karen, of course, tried to shush the black man. Yeah, you all are lucky. Because some people, the moment you would have asked to step outside, they would have stepped to you right then and there. And Karen, she could have got some too. I'm just saying. You all are not going to be happy till you get to the find out phase of your fucking around.
Okay, so we've heard what other people think about this video. Okay, as for me, all I see is white supremacy. He's a white supremacist. I see that written all over his face. This entire video is based on that. Yeah, so just between me and you guys, just imagine sitting in a public space, having a private conversation on the phone in your native language or any other learned language, and then this happens to you. How would you react, guys? How would you react? Tell me, please let me know how you would react to this in the comment section down below, because I think this comment wasn't just about language, okay? I think it was about power dynamics, you know, the power. The white man felt entitled to police the black man's language, implying it was inferior or exotic. And this is language shaming. This is language shaming, and it is rooted in white supremacy, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, perpetuating the idea that Western languages are superior to others. Yeah, let's not beat about the bush. It is what it is, right? We see this pattern throughout history. Colonizers imposed their languages on indigenous populations. Like in Africa, a lot of African countries are using English now. Yeah, and according to the country, they have their own accents. Yeah, like my accent. Obviously, you can tell that I'm African, right? Like an African black woman. Yeah, so today we see remnants of this linguistic imperialism. It's all over. It goes round and round and round. Yeah, imagine if roles were reversed, okay? Let's picture this. The roles were reversed. Would a black man be able to comment on a white man's language without facing backlash or accusations of racism? I think we all know what the answer is to that. I think we know what the answer to that is. Yeah, because this incident highlights the double standard. White people are often praised for speaking multiple languages, while people of color, black people, are expected to assimilate into dominant languages, which is not fair, okay? Yeah, so this language shaming can have serious emotional consequences. It makes people of color, black people, I think there's a difference between black people and people of color, yeah. It makes people of color, black people, feel uncomfortable, anxious, or even ashamed of their cultural heritage. I mean, I can put myself in his shoe. I'm glad he's a man. Like, he could stand up. He stood up, and he was ready to step outside to settle these scores, Yeah, so this isn't just about language. It's about systemic racism and entitlement. We must recognize and challenge these microaggressions. Yeah, you guys share your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section down below. I mean, people reacted to this differently. We had comments. Next time. Okay, let's just forget I said that. We had some interesting comments on this video. Yeah, so let's discuss this in the comment section down below. I'm looking forward to, reading what you think about this. We can shed lights on the subtle yet damaging effects of white supremacy in our daily lives. Yeah. But one thing that I couldn't shake off You know, one thing I thought, one thing I couldn't, I imagined, what could have happened if, let's say, they stepped out, okay, and then they decided to end this as I'm imagining or you are imagining. I think my brother would have been in more trouble, you know, because he's black. That's what we are talking about, white supremacy. None of these people, palm color people we see in this, none of these people would have stood up for him to say, he didn't start this. That's my guess anyway. My brother would have ended up in police. And can you imagine the audacity? The man, did you hear him telling him to say, calm down? The way I don't like that phrase coming out of a white person's mouth, telling a black person, calm down. You know, you start something and then you start telling another person to calm down. I'm so upset on his behalf. Like really, like seriously. And the woman raising her hand saying, we are okay, we are okay. You know, wasn't she supposed to, you know, approach the husband or whatever relation she had with that man, the one who started this? I mean, how do you just start something like that seriously in a public space? White people never cease to amaze me. You guys, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section down below. I will definitely see you in my next video. Stay peaceful.